Close your eyes for a moment and consider the vastness of the universe. We are taught that it began 13.8 billion years ago, with the Big Bang, an explosion of space and matter from nothingness. But what if the mainstream scientific narrative is missing the most fundamental ingredient? We look outward at billions of galaxies, yet the very thing allowing us to perceive them, our own consciousness, remains the greatest mystery known to science. What if consciousness isn't a byproduct of the universe, but its creator? Today we are exploring a profound theory, that a singular, universal consciousness existed before the Big Bang. We will look at how this primordial awareness shattered itself to become everything in existence. How this aligns with ancient texts, like the Bhagavad Gita, how it challenges other major world religions, and why we might all be destined to reunite. In the standard cosmological model, before the Big Bang, there was nothing. But this creates a logical paradox. How does something arise from nothing? Many philosophical traditions propose that what existed before wasn't a physical singularity, but a consciousness singularity, the source. It existed outside of time and space, possessing infinite awareness, but with nothing to be aware of other than itself. To truly know itself, it needed to experience separation. When the Big Bang occurred, the one became many. This primordial consciousness fragmented itself, pouring its awareness into the newly forming physical reality. This is where our theory meets ancient wisdom. In ancient Indian philosophy, specifically Advaita Vedanta, this concept has been taught for millennia. It posits that there is only one ultimate reality, Brahman, the universal consciousness. The individual soul, or Atman, is not actually separate from Brahman. The perceived separation is an illusion known as Maya. But why would a perfect, singular consciousness choose to fragment itself into a chaotic universe filled with struggle? Hindu philosophy offers a poetic answer. Leela, or divine play. The universe is the playground where the divine plays hide-and-seek with itself, experiencing the thrill of forgetting who it is, only to eventually remember. However, it is vital to recognize that this concept of a fragmented, evolving consciousness stands in direct contradiction to the traditional teachings of the Abrahamic religions, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. In these faiths, God is entirely distinct from his creation. He did not become the universe. He spoke it into existence from nothing, a concept known in Latin as creatio ex nihilo. In the Abrahamic view, God is perfect, complete, and unchanging. He doesn't need to fragment himself to learn or experience, because he is already all-knowing. To suggest that a piece of God is inside a rock, a tree, or even a flawed human being borders on pantheism, which these traditions largely reject. Furthermore, they view time as strictly linear. There was a definitive genesis, and there will be a definitive end or day of judgment, not an endless looping cycle of universal rebirth. This presents a fascinating philosophical crossroads. Are we distinct creations made by God, or are we fragmented pieces of the divine, journeying through time? If we follow the path of the fragmented consciousness, what is the ultimate goal? We live, we learn, and we contribute our experiences back to the collective. But the universe itself is evolving. Gravity pulls galaxies together, while the innate human drive for connection pulls us together. There is an inherent drive within consciousness towards unity. Cosmologically, this mirrors the Big Crunch theory. The idea that gravity will eventually halt the expansion of the universe and pull all matter back together. In the scenario we are exploring, the Big Crunch is the cosmic reunion. Remarkably, the Bhagavad Gita describes this exact cosmological cycle with stunning precision. In chapter 9, verse 7, Lord Krishna says, "O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature, and at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again." As the universe contracts, the distance between fragments of consciousness dissolves. Every experience gained over billions of years merges back into the one. This isn't an end, but a moment of absolute integration. The cosmic reunion isn't the termination of existence. It is the compression of infinite experience into a new singularity. This merged, evolved, and now far wiser consciousness becomes the seed for the next creation cycle. This is the cyclical universe, the cosmic inhale and exhale of creation. The new singularity, enriched by the experiences of the previous universe, will eventually yearn for experience again. It will once again initiate a Big Bang, creating new physics, new galaxies, and new forms of life, presumably moving toward even greater levels of complexity and love. Whether you align with the linear, distinct creation narrative of the West, or the cyclical, unified consciousness theories of the East, one thing is certain: our existence is a profound mystery. The idea that you are not an accidental byproduct of biology, but a fundamental, necessary piece of the universe experiencing itself, offers a radically beautiful perspective on life. You are the universe's way of knowing love, feeling sorrow, and asking questions. How does this perspective resonate with your own spiritual or philosophical beliefs? Do you lean more toward the universe as a creation of the divine, or the universe as the divine? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for exploring the reality of the mind and soul with us. If you enjoyed this journey, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone seeking deeper answers. Until next time, keep looking inward, and keep looking up.